Hello, and welcome to this Introduction to Slack video. In this video, I will be going over some of the key aspects of Slack, not only what it is and why we use it, but also some cool features that we will use. This video will end by also going over what our RHA website looks like and how to best navigate that. So first you might be wondering, what is Slack? Slack is a platform based on team communication. Everything is in one place, instantly searchable, and available wherever you go. It's a more fancier version of GroupMe, and for those of you who are familiar with Discord, this is just a more professional workspace version of that. Feel free to download Slack on your phone when you get the chance. So why are we using Slack? We want to use the best communication tools to make our lives easier and more productive. Having everything in one place will help us work together better and faster, rather than jumping between and around emails, IMs, texts, and a bunch of other programs. Everything you share on Slack is automatically indexed and archived, and so it's creating a searchable archive for all of our work for years to come. So probably some of the best features about Slack is just how simple it can be. Whether we're just messaging or trying to organize all of our file sharing together, all of it is right at the tip of your fingers. It allows us to have transparent communication, provide quicker feedback and decision making, and allows us to have easy access to all of that information regardless of when that information was originally sent. Slack is broken down into 5 major components. We have the Teams and Workspaces function, the channels, the messages, the search function, and notifications. All 5 of these will be discussed throughout this video, so make sure you're paying attention. The first things that we'd like to talk about are channels. These channels can be public or private and can be made about almost anything. You'll start with 2 channels automatically when you join. The Work Announcements channel, which is for major work announcements, and the Random channel, where you all will have the ability to kind of just chat about anything you want in there. You can also make channels for any event that's coming up, whether it's All Hall Brawl or something like that. Maybe you want to make a channel for all of the presidents to chat about issues that affect presidents. Whatever it is, you're able to make a channel and make it to be public or private for who you would like to join and invite to the channel. In addition to channels, we also have direct messaging. DMs work just like they would for any other social media app, and you can have a DM with just you and one other person or between you and 6 other people without having to create a whole new channel for it. DMs are private within that group and within that DM, and also incorporate all the other features that Slack has to offer within them. Some other cool things you should know about Slack is the search function. You'll be able to use the search function in the upper right hand corner of Slack in order to search for any number of things that you'd like. You can also use modifiers to help narrow your search. Say you're looking directly for a PDF with certain words in it in the title, you can search for directly PDFs only to help narrow that search down. In addition, and we'll talk about it a little later on in the video, you can receive notifications any way you want, whether it's on your desktop computer, on your mobile device, or even by email. They can be customized by the channel, so you mute certain channels or have certain channels always notify you. Whatever it is, you can prioritize where your attention goes. Another awesome thing about Slack is that app integrations make work easier. You can integrate Google Drive, Google Calendar, Trello, so many other more apps in order to get all of your notifications in one place to make your work-life balance a lot easier. So now we'll take a moment to transition to looking at Slack on a phone for some examples and just a very brief walkthrough of what it looks like. So here we are on the UCSB RHA Slack app. On the home page here, you'll see that the app is broken up into channels and direct messages. Channels, once again, are conversations designed around whatever the channel name is. So for example, Event Plug, this channel is dedicated for you all to plug upcoming events. You can go ahead and like a message by adding an emoji below, one that's already there, or you can go ahead and add your own. In addition, if you click on a message directly itself, you can start a thread below and go ahead and already just type whatever it is you want to type, and it'll just remain in that message for people to see. So this way, your homepage is not clogged with a bunch of messages that might not pertain to you. In addition, you can go ahead and go over to direct messages and just direct message someone directly. In these conversations, you can @, someone to make sure that they know that you are notifying them, or hopefully the notifications themselves will notify them. Next is the DM section. You can go ahead and click on over to there, and you can see all of your direct messages with people that you've had for as long as you've had them. Next is the mentions section and reactions, where you can go ahead and just see all of the reactions that you've had and all of the mentions people have mentioned you in. This way is an easy way to kind of keep track of what your notifications are. And finally, you can go over to the use section, where you can customize what your profile is. When clicking on the profile yourself, it's very important to have a name and a picture, so this way everyone can identify you easily on Slack. In addition to the What Do I Do section, you should put what your haul or what your position title is, so this way people can contact you faster and know exactly for what reasons they are contacting you about. Finally, you'll want to go down to your notification section. Here is where you're able to customize what kind of notifications you get. Do you want all new messages? Do you only want direct messages, mentions, or keywords? If you choose that, you can go ahead and go down to My Keywords under General Settings and type in what keywords you want to be notified about anytime anyone writes any of those words. The important thing to remember with keywords is that they do not apply for people's direct messages. That should be all you need to know about notifications and what Slack is basically all about. If you have any questions, feel free to refer back to this video or shoot us a Slack message and we'd be happy to talk to you about it. I'll briefly talk to you all about the RHA website, rhaucsb.com. This website houses all of the information for RHA that we publicly have available for residents, RAs, and other RHA members to look up about RHA. For example, on this website, you can find out information about funding and flyering, you can check out some past events and where some information is about that, and you can also find out our contact information, who to email about what, as well as who all the members in RHA are. This website also will constantly change with information. For example, now that we are on the funding and flying page of the website, you can see we have information here that was relevant to the end of spring 2020's quarter. However, typically what there is information about the agenda request form, as well as where our RHA logo can be found, and you can even download the check request form or find out what our RHA budget is. Regardless, almost all of our information about RHA is located on this website, just at a few easy clicks. If you want to contact someone, you can go ahead and just click on over to the exec board page, for example, and go ahead and check out not only our past exec board, but our future incoming one as well. Overall, the RHA website has vast amounts of information and is often updated by the web and media coordinator along with the advisors. For any questions about the website, you can always direct it to the web and media coordinator or the advisors, and we will get all that information squared away as soon as possible.